You are witnessing a new technology. The first and only game powered by the Super FX microchip.
Danger, 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 danger.
Why go to the next level when you can go light years beyond? You are Fox McCloud in Star Fox, only for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Making pancakes. Making pancakes.
But you know, party.
Making pancakes. Making pancakes.
What's up, everyone? This is Arnaldo, aka Mad Dog, and this is the real episode 176, I think, of GG's The Mouthful Podcast.
Hold on. GG!
I think I got sprayed.
Oh, I got sprayed. I got it in my nose. Oh,
I was
think
like,
got it
whoa.
on the mic.
Jesus Christ. That voice, of course, is Mr. David Santos, aka Dream Twister. What is up, sir?
Sorry. It's Friday.
That it is.
Man,
sir.
that White Claw. It's a White Claw?
No, it's not what. It's not White Claw. What is it? Let me see what the brand is. I don't even know what it is.
No, it's Cape Lime. Cape Lime. We who are not sponsoring
No,
our
we're
show. So that's not the real name. I just made it up. There you go.
Cape Line. So this is a White Claw substitute, shall we call
I
it?
guess because you can't find White Claws anywhere, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, you haven't heard?
No. What
That's
did
like
they,
the thing. There is a White Claw shortage. Apparently, that drink has either taken off or somebody's doing like crazy memes on it. Maybe.
I guess it could. It has taken off, and they're pretty decent. There's this meme. I have seen the memes where they go when they're talking about the guys. You know, it's like, you know, if you're a real man, you don't freaking drink White Claw. And I'm like, whatever. I fucking drink a White Claw. I don't give a shit.
I like it. I'll have a freaking Zima.
Wait a minute now. we have to have boundaries here.
If somebody brought you up to Zima right now, like it has been añejado from the 1995, wouldn't you have it, sir?
I would.
To drink a piece of history.
The first thing I would say is, where the hell did you dig this shit up?
It has to be like in some damn warehouse.
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's like this has to have evaporated the alcohol by this point. You know what I mean?
Really? Does it go? Does alcohol disappear? Does it? I was gonna say, does it ferment? I guess that's a good thing.
Does it evaporate?
Does it evaporate? Do you end up opening a Zima and it ends up being like
Flat?
just water?
I don't know. I don't know if it evaporates. It can evaporate if it gets warm or whatever.
Right.
But
But if it's in a can and that can is, I don't know, in the warehouse, let's say.
I don't think any of that. I mean, there is a shelf life, so it will, even for beer.
Right.
So obviously it's going to start tasting not as good after some point, but I don't think it'll evaporate.
How about Nuka-Cola?
Well, clearly
Nuka-Cola.
that will survive a nuclear apocalypse.
Yes.
So I think we'll be fine.
The actual caps are gonna be currency.
True.
So-
Just make sure you keep some rataways somewhere. Keep that radiation level down.
And we want to thank Nuka-Cola for sponsoring today's show.
Thank you, Nuka-Cola.
Thank you, Nuka-Cola.
Thank you.
The atomic drink.
Yeah. We are down one man today. I'm sure you've already heard because you haven't heard him yet. So Gilberto, a.k.a. Chaos Reaper, is having some internet issues because
Technical difficulties.
Fuck Comcast.
Because of Comcast, exactly.
Apparently. I have no personal thing against Comcast, but I hear that they're no good.
They're definitely haven't been the nicest company. Let's put it this way. If it wasn't for EA, they will be the worst company in America.
I know. So Comcast, thank you, lucky stars, for EA.
Yes. you ought to be grateful and thankful for EA.
For EA, yes. So yeah, he unfortunately won't be joining us, but we miss him. He may throw in a comment here or and there later on. We'll see if he throws us a message regarding our hot topic.
His soul lives on.
It does. It does.
And that from what's that name? What's the name with the Soul Calibur?
Lives on. Oh yeah. Is that what it is?
No,
Lives on. Yeah,
it's not that. It's like, your soul still burns or something like that. Some
No, I'm trying to remember. It sounds like Soul Calibur would be the one though.
Soul Calibur
is the one. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
definitely.
I don't remember the words, but I know what you mean.
You
I know
remember
what you
Soul
mean.
Calibur was such a good game.
I was never big into it.
Really?
I don't know why. I think there was all
Swords,
the that's the thing. That's what I think because it wasn't like I was Street Fighter, bro. It was all about the fists.
You were the 2D.
fisticuffs.
You were the 2D.
Yeah.
The 2D guy. So
Yeah.
So
I mean, those still played in 2D technically. You know what I mean?
True.
Because it always had side by side.
but it was no sprites.
But yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's right. So in your case, it would be more like Samurai Showdown.
Yes.
Samurai Showdown.
Samurai Shadow
shit.
was good stuff. Yeah.
Samurai Showdown is excellent. You know what? It's funny. That era of video games, the fighting, the Street Fighter 2 craze.
Yeah.
When everybody started having and it seems like Neo Geo was like it was spinning a new fighting game like almost every month.
All the time.
They had
dude. It was
King of
like-
Fighters,
yeah.
they have Fatal Fury, they have Samurai Showdown. They had like a bunch of different
Well,
ones.
that's the problem when you it's what do they call that? Jack of all trades, but master of none.
Yeah.
You know, you have too many stuff going on. You don't have enough time to.
Some of them were good though.
No, I'm not
Samurai
saying
Showdown
they're
was
bad.
amazing.
But if you take all those elements and make it into one really good one,
Yeah.
you have something that can compete with Street Fighter. But when you have too many, you have a splintered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they couldn't compete with Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And I think that was fortunate because the games were good.
World Heroes.
World Heroes.
Yes, that was one.
That was one of their fighting.
That was one of the fighting games.
I know the three you mentioned. I don't know anything else, honestly, at that point. I know a lot of other like side scrollers, stuff like that, but no other fighters in it. That they
Yeah.
did.
Well, now I'm having doubts. You don't know. Maybe it was SNK. Well, wasn't SNK Neo
SNK
Geo?
Heroes. Yeah, that's what I
There you
thought.
go.
Yeah.
So it would have been them.
Yeah, I think so.
Guys, correct me if
Let
I'm
us
wrong.
know.
Let
us know in the comments how dumb we are.
Let me, how little we know of your fighting games in general.
Yeah.
I understand that you were a Street Fighter 2 pro at your time.
I don't know. I wonder if I say.
You used to compete in McDonald's tournament. I've heard your name.
I don't know.
I heard
have
your
no
name.
clue
Yes.
where this is coming from, but I do know we
I
used to.
have photographic evidence. If I hear, let's put in Exhibit A of you
excuse me,
winning the Ronald McDonald tournament.
Ronald
Street Fighter
McDonald Cup
2 tournament. Yeah.
The,
Ronald, see, you know. You definitely know.
Oh, wait, shit. Let the cat out of the bag. here.
Yeah. You're a retired athlete, cyber athlete.
I spent a lot. We just. I think I mentioned this. I'm sure I mentioned a million times, but basically we had tournaments and it would be in the house. You know, they had a bunch of friends over, and it would be hours, and it was just passing the controller around. But there was rules.
It'd be like Fight Club.
Yeah. You can't speak of Fight Club
No.
or a Street Fighter Club. The rules were simple, right? If you had a shutout, so if you basically, it's obviously the game plays two games in 2 rounds, right? Best of 2 rounds. If you shut the other person out, won both rounds, the loser had to pass the controller. If they lost but still won 1 round, then they earned a rematch. And there were rules for the rematch. The rematch had to be the exact same characters. It didn't matter what the level was because the level, it's not like it was Mortal Kombat. The level could be different or something like that. But had to be the exact same characters, and you would you basically earn your rematch. If you lost again, you had to, regardless, you have to pass the controller. And sometimes it will go to the what they call the oh god,
Was that finals?
Yeah, final basically, because if the other person earned on the second try, the other person earns a rematch. Well, now you both had a rematch, you both earned those rematch, and now it's winner take all, regardless of anything. And so those were
there losers rounds? Were they ever losers rounds?
No.
No.
You lost,
Losers,
you get
you're
nothing.
out.
Yeah.
You get nothing.
Nothing. We used to practice by playing the computer on the highest difficulty. That was the way you basically hone your crafts. You know what I mean? You turn up because it was 8 stars difficult. You turn it all the way up. And let me tell you,
Was there like a montage with Rocky music in the background as you're playing? Probably with Gauss music.
yeah. A friend of mine who was extremely good. He used to do that. We used to turn all the way up 8 stars, and it was you had to beat the entire all of them.
You had to defeat Shenlong.
Yes, you had to defeat Shenlong, but you had to do it without losing at all. So if he got up like to the 7th fighter and lost the match, not a round, just the whole match. He'd start all over again.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So that was
a legit
dedication.
way.
Yeah,
That was a legit way of playing that.
But that was back then when you had time to grind, man. You don't have time to grind. Like I look at games like now.
Too many good
Speaking of Chaos, he spends a lot of time on Apex, a lot of time on this. And I would love to do that, but there's just too much. It's like I want to move on. You know what I mean? And I don't have the time to dedicate like I used to do. That's all I did. We should do that.
I can't get. I guess I'm not that competitive on that front because I always feel like, man, I'm gonna be, spending time practicing, honing my skill, getting better. But there's always gonna be someone that's gonna come down and kick my ass.
Oh, dude! And then we were protective of our characters, right? Because everybody, dude, and like this dude's Dalsum is ridiculous, bro. That's how I used to talk.
Wow.
Like, this Dalsum was crazy, right? But
a Dalsum that is like 29-0 right
dude,
now.
Zangief. To think of Zangief as being this character that was like something to fear, right? But it was this thing where whenever you played somebody for the very first time, it would be like, okay, I'm not bringing out my Ryu right now. I'm not gonna bring out my Ryu because one, I don't know how you play, and I don't want to disrespect Ryu with a loss. You know what I mean? So do it. This stupid shit. We used to do stupid shit like that. It was so hilarious, dude.
Who was your main?
It was honestly the combo fight. It was probably Ryu and Ken. It was mostly Ken because I was always like, if you can't beat my Ken, I'm not even going to honor you with my Ryu. That's how stupid this was. But
You
I also
must defeat my Ken to stand a chance.
yeah. So it was that I always wanted to learn more Dowson the way my boy did. But it was those two, and then Guile I was pretty decent at. But I was
never
over
God.
Guile
I
is
don't
different.
like
It's a
any
very different
movements
character.
where I have to charge. I can never get them.
So there's a trick behind it, dude. It's such a trick. So jumping, moving, crouching, you're always, if you're pressing back, you're still pressing back. You know what I mean? So and you just need to know that you've already had it for a few seconds, and then do the move to release it to go. So if somebody's attacking you and you're blocking, well, you're pressing back. Yeah, you're pressing back. So you're already charged.
halfway.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my charge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a little thing. You can actually jab back. Like that was the whole thing. Jab, and then maybe a medium kick or something like that, and then release the. You know what I mean? It's like if you do it quick enough,
I can do that. People will be charging while performing other moves.
Yes,
and then
you have to
create this crazy combo, and I'm like, what the hell, you freaking hacker! Stop destroying me.
If your character's like punching, and you're pressing back. You know what I'm saying? You're still doing what you have to do. Exactly. So that's the whole deal.
Yeah,
so,
I never had I was never that good at if I could call a character of mine main, quote unquote, it would have been Blanca. And it was because he was
he was a charge character too.
Yeah, but he also was very cheap.
He was cheap.
Before they patched him or whatever, it was very cheap. It was very easy to win with him because all I had to do was that his jump was really fast, and his let's say his high punch, you could press it at any, if you could press it early, or you could press it late. You could fake your hits, and so the other guy never knew when to block exactly. And even if you block one, you could already be throwing like at least a jab or something to hit him. And if not, you will just spam the electricity.
The electricity is one. Yeah, that was one that if you're close enough, it's like you're always having to back away from Blanca. But yeah, when it comes to the roll and stuff like that, it's one of the things that you just got to know that little baby ass punch that's going to stop the roll.
Yeah, that's the baby punch.
The whole deal is like it's so weird. Yeah, it's so weird because you're like, how can that? It doesn't matter. It's actually still a hit.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the only one that's going to be fast enough to do it. So
I don't think it stopped the Psycho Crusher though.
The Psycho Crusher, no, because the Psycho Crusher had Psycho Crusher. I hate it. That character, I remember just like this character. That's when they went to Championship Edition. That was like the champion. People were like, oh, freaking Bison.
I can play as Bison. Holy shit!
And everybody and their mother played as Bison. I'm like, fuck this dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it was mad cheesy. He was a cheesy character.
Yeah, he was super cheesy to win. Fun fact: I mean, this is probably known already, but of course, mostly not everybody knows that the characters had a different name in Japan.
Yeah.
That Bison, for example, was originally Vega. His name is Vega, actually.
Yeah, the
in
original. Yeah, the original. M Bison was actually called Vega.
Japan. And Bison is Vega
Yeah.
in Japan.
And Balrog was
Bison,
Vega, yeah.
Balrog is supposed to be the Spaniard.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be Vega.
Vega, yeah.
But over there is that you know
They called him Balrog.
They called him Balrog.
It all started with Bison.
Mike Bison.
Exactly. Yeah. They're like,
M Bison. What's the M for? Well, it's
put it
kinda
together,
like
yeah. And then
Tyson,
before
but-
you know it, yeah, they're like, maybe we may get sued here.
So for tournaments, actually, especially when they're doing this, well, in general, I think it's not general knowledge now that they don't call them by, Bison, Vega, Balrog. They'll call them by what they're supposed to represent. So Balrog, for example, he'll be boxer. That'll be his moniker, boxer.
Spaniard,
That's Balrog.
maybe it's-
Vega, who's Vega? Vega.
The bullfighter?
No, because
Spaniard?
it was short. Maybe it was. I only remember M Bison was dictator. Is dictator. Yeah.
Of course, yeah, makes sense.
And Balrog big boxer, and I don't remember what Vega is actually now.
Who cares? I fucking
Pretty
hate that
boy.
character. Yeah, there you go.
There you go,
Yeah.
pretty boy.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I brought that fact if I don't remember what they call half
I mean,
the
it's
things.
it's still an interesting fact. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for guys for tuning in.
Oh yeah. What the hell do we do here?
We're just yapping away.
We're just warming up.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what it is. What we normally do, well, no, first off, please. Please go
You
to.
already
I know.
out
It's
of
all
the
completely
script.
threw it off. Yeah. And
action.
Started from the beginning. Yes. First off, guys, don't go to goodgame.tech. Just go to Facebook. Follow our
hijacked.
group. It's going to be Good Game Bracket GG. And of course, please like, subscribe, and share this podcast with everyone. What we normally do is first we go into what we've been up to, move on to various news items, and then finish with our hot topic of the week. This week's hot topic. Shit, I need to get it back up. I literally got my phone out.
What is going
to
on?
do
You
it.
whipped it out and you
Oh
weren't
my
even
God,
ready.
I was
We're
not
going to
ready.
talk about.
What happened to game demos?
There you go. That's right. That should tell you how prepared we come to do this podcast.
Of course, man. We are all professionals.
We have made studies.
We have. Absolutely.
Studies suggest that we don't know what the hell we're talking about. But that's fine.
Yeah, it's possible.
And we appreciate your support.
Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in to our lunacy.
Yes.
So let us start the show.
All right. That's actually
20 minutes in.
So Street
let us
Fighter
start the
2.
show with our thoughts on Street Fighter 2.
Yes.
I think that it was
better than Street Fighter 4.
I think it was okay.
Dude, I think Street Fighter 2 was a legendary game.
Yeah, it was.
One of the most best games of all time. Probably you have to put it there when so many people went crazy for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it sold so many consoles.
It most definitely is. So, dude,
And it took so many quarters.
The Super Nintendo, I think, benefited from it so much because it was like, first off, the controller was able to handle it because it had six freaking buttons.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I was like,
That's when Genesis decided to, maybe we should have a 6 button too.
Exactly. I remember playing it was a 3-button one, right? They had a 3-button.
The Sega Genesis?
Yeah.
The original one, yeah.
So I remember playing freaking Mortal Kombat in this freaking 3-button, piece of shit disaster. I was like, what is this monstrosity that I get this out of here?
Still-
they were all like, oh, but you got blood. I was like, well, who cares if I can't control it? You know what I mean?
Still the best version of Mortal Kombat of the two.
I still argue that the Super Nintendo version looked much better. However, the other one did have blood. We had sweat and something green. Maybe I think it was just sweat. No, I think it was the first one was just sweat. Yeah,
yeah. So
ridiculous. And then the fatalities were like not even
stupidalities.
Yeah, it was stupidalities.
I tried.
Yeah,
I tried. It didn't come out
I liked it. We're not going to use it again, but
no.
Mr. Santos.
Yes, sir.
What have you been up to, sir?
Okay. So I've been playing 2 games. I'll have you know. Okay, fine. It's just one and then a mobile game. But I want to bring it up anyway because you guys are tired of listening to me talk about The Witcher. And that's going to take a while. That's going to be for a while because that game is super long. I'm level 29.
Nice.
I am. I mean, the story in this game is already amazing, and I'm already reaching steps where it's like, oh shit! Like this should make Netflix. I'll tell you, this is the idea. Netflix should make a series about The Witcher.
That's fucking genius, bro.
I think if we call them right now, they're greenlit it. I bet you.
Well, I mean, they greenlight everything, so why not?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. This is the opportunity.
Yeah, I think
it's like, dude, there's so much lore here.
I agree.
That will defy what? A Game of Thrones?
I mean,
Easy.
yeah. I mean, it'll make Game of Thrones look like, some
Exactly.
kindergarten bullshit.
Barney the dinosaur.
Yeah.
There we go.
Exactly. So yeah,
I think if they ever do
we
that,
gotta call our contacts.
remember that it was our idea.
I think so.
Yeah. So and then it's gonna be very brief, bro. And then the other game that I was actually playing, believe it or not, having a good time with it, because I told you a couple of weeks back I upgraded my phone.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got a big boy phone now, and I downloaded the most advanced game that you can put on a mobile phone right now. It is called One Finger Death Punch.
One Finger Death Punch?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta look this shit up. Go ahead.
No, you don't know about this?
No.
Dude, that game is awesome in the fact that it's so simplistic and so basically in this game you're playing this like almost like a stick figure almost,
Oh, okay.
almost like a silhouette of a man, and he's supposed to be this martial artist expert. And so the whole premise of the game is that wave of enemies come after you from the left and on the right, and then when they're within range you tap left to attack the left guy, and it's usually like a one hit kill. Okay. For them, you just kill them. It's just they're coming in waves and they're coming so fast that you have to be paying attention. You have to pay attention to where they're coming from.
Okay,
and hit them like left, right, left.
So it's just a left-right thing?
Yeah. Look at if you look at the video, which hopefully we'll post something on the.
This is actually pretty cool, man. You know what this reminds me of? Kung Fu.
Kung Fu, yeah. You're upgrading little by little. You're upgrading that. It's like a Kung Fu game / rhythm. Not in the fact that it has music. I mean, it does have music, but you don't have to follow the beat or anything like that.
Does the music change with your gameplay?
No. It's just when I say rhythm, I mean like. You're looking at the indicators at the bottom of the screen for the most part to know what enemy you should hit. And there are some enemies will take a couple hits, depending. Those are usually like the
fat guy,
or the boss guy.
The big fat guys in Kung Fu that you
stuff like that. And sometimes you get weapons. And sometimes you unleash like destruction where just one hit destroys like 10 people.
Nice.
It's crazy. It's fun. It's very simplistic. It's a free to play a game and
loot boxes? Ads
for the most part is ad. It was funny because the first time I was playing it, I didn't get any ads. I was like, oh shit, this is a cool little game, and yeah, you can buy. Like, I don't know if boosters or anything like that, because I really don't even go to the store. But, like, it was refreshing. It was interesting. I was having a good time with it. But then the next time I played it, every time I pass a level, it'll give me an ad. And you have to, sure, you can skip it, of course. But it was annoying still. It was like, oh, come on, man. But I get it. It's, that's almost what you could expect from mobile games. I still don't know. Like, if you guys have any suggestions on decent mobile games that are not I don't care about any cash grabby games, anything that has to do with pay to win or anything like that. It doesn't have obviously most games have that free to play loot boxes or stuff like that. So something that is maybe not as aggressive with it that I could play, that'll be good. Because I find myself sometimes like, hey man, this phone is powerful, but like I don't know what else. What am I going to do? Watch YouTube videos?
What do I do with all this power?
What do I do with all this power? Yeah, I should be gaming on the go.
I mean, you can hook up a PlayStation 4 controller to it and run away with a couple games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Stadia's coming.
That's right. And this is a Google phone.
It
so,
is
yeah.
I like it.
All right.
I like
all
it.
right. I'm back on board.
All
I
right.
completely back on board. Thank you. I have justified my Android purchase.
I'm surprised that you need to freaking. Anyway, I'm not even gonna go. That's fine. It's a shame because I look at it, I'm like, man, if you just give it to me for like $3, I'll fucking pay for this shit. Leave the ads out. Leave anything else out.
I would totally pay shit. You know what? A decent, a decent game. I will treat it like a normal console. I mean, I'm not talking about $59.99.
Yeah.
Square Enix.
Hey, in their defense, they have not gone over 15. I think.
I think $19.99.
$19.99.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah,
Okay.
but no. But in all honesty, if it's a good game,
I agree.
I wouldn't
I
mind.
100%
Yeah,
agree,
I don't want to deal with the crap. The problem is that now even the good games have the free to play shit. You know,
I know.
that is the problem.
I know. That's the problem with playing Dr. Mario World. Yeah, I think it's something like that. It's like
Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario World. My wife is hooked with that game.
Yeah. And the truth is, you don't need to buy anything, but you have the stupid little life thing, and it's just like, come on, guys,
Yeah.
just I get it. You
We
know
get
what I
it's
mean?
a mobile
but
game.
if you
It doesn't
freaking
have to be a mobile game.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, if you just make it freaking $5, you know what I mean? I'll
Yeah.
pay $5 for that. It's more than worth it. It's such a well-made game.
Yeah.
So
And they'll be getting some. The problem, see, that's you and me though.
yeah, it is.
The problem is they did that. Nintendo did that. Remember
Yeah.
Super Mario Run?
Well, that was $10.
That was $10. But still, for a Mario game, you would think that everybody will eat that up.
Maybe, but
And
no.
and there was a demo on that. But people were like, okay, I played the demo.
You should have made it $5. But here's the deal: if you make, I get the thing behind it, man. But sometimes if you cut a little bit out, I mean, I'm not an expert in business or like that. But if you're like, you know what we need to sell this many copies, so we need to sell it at $10. Whatever. It's like sometimes if you just go under that, just the fact that it's an easier amount to
Yeah,
go
they
into,
lowered the barrier of entry.
yeah,
and you'll get
people
pay
jump
for
in.
it.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
$5. Yeah, I could do that.
Dude,
you know?
there have been a couple of apps there that they're like, $1.99 to remove the ads. Yeah, and I don't have to deal with ads anymore. I'll give you $2 here. I'll do that.
Yeah.
there have been apps that I've treated like that. Do
Absolutely,
that,
yeah. Absolutely, yeah. I've done that too.
Yeah.
I've done that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I love my phone so much.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm glad. I could tell
I'm
you're holding on to it. You're caressing
I'm
it. I
So
can see
happy
that.
with my Android phone. I am back. I am back.
Nice.
So yeah, man, that's pretty much all I've been doing.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, wait.
Uh-oh.
I also watching Glorious Bastards.
Yes! Oh, shit.
And
How
I am
can
so
you
sorry.
leapfrog over freaking Pulp Fiction
I am
is the only thing I need to know. Okay?
I know. 'Cause
It's available in the same place that you probably saw this movie.
I'm so sorry, Chaos, that you weren't here, but you probably heard this. Listen to this later on, and you're yelling at your phone right now.
We're gonna surprise him, right? We're not gonna mention this at all to him. Like, we're just not gonna mention. We're gonna let this happen, and like a good week, 2 weeks from now, he'll stumble upon this episode and hear this exactly what I'm saying right now, and he's gonna say, "You fuckers," right? And then we're gonna say right now, this is us sending a message into the future. Chaos, if you're listening to this right now, message us. You fuckers.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
we'll know. And then we'll know. We'll know what it is.
We'll
Yeah,
know,
there you go.
exactly.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Before I go to Glorious Bastards, I just want to, and I did it this morning, but I just want to publicly do it in front of in front of our audience. Evidently, my wife is under the impression that I am very mean to Chaos. I don't know why she got that impression.
I don't know either.
But if
Stop
I ever
being that
did,
way, though.
I know, shit. I feel bad. So I'm so sorry if I am, to Chaos and to Gio. I don't intend to be. I'm a jerk for fun. I don't
You should
mean
see
anything
how
like
he
that.
is with me off the air. I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah. And
it's borderline abusive relationship. No.
I know cops have time to come.
Yeah,
had to come already like 3 times. Separate us. We're like cats and dogs. No, but so yeah, man. I purposely did not post that I was watching it.
Nice.
Because I wanted to put it
Nice.
to mention it.
It's a shame he's not here, but we'll get the message in the future. Go ahead.
So what can I say about Inglourious Bastard?
I don't know. Sometimes.
Sometimes it was fun. It was a little bit talky. There was
Oh my god, that is so. That is okay.
No, I'm sure that to Tarantino standards, it's probably one of the least dialogue. But
No, he's all about dialogue. That's, so all his films are, well, most of his films are generally about. This is why I think you say you didn't like Kill Bill 2 as much as Kill Bill 1.
True.
I still think Kill Bill 2 is actually the better film.
To be fair, I like Kill Bill. Don't stop commenting.
Yeah. The overall,
stop commenting.
Yeah. Overall, he likes
I'm
both.
just saying of the two, I like Kill Bill 1, more. Kill Bill 2 was less Kill Bill 1 and more like a normal film. And I think I was expecting Kill Bill 2 to be double Kill Bill 1, and I didn't get that. But it was still very fun. Yeah. And so with this one, what's his name?
Brad Pitt?
Yes, thank you. I don't know how I felt about his accent.
I loved it.
My
God.
This southern accent. Yeah, there was something
ridiculous about it.
Abnormally charming about him trying to do the southern accent. It was like, man, I can tell you're exaggerating and you're just having fun with it. You're just going all the way with it. It's kind of ridiculous.
I love the fact that he goes, I know the most Italian. You to the second, and then the last was like, what are you talking about?
I don't even know Italian at all. I know.
Oh my god, I love. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
I've already gushed about this movie.
It has his good moments. I'm not sure if. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I think obviously when you. And this is what I'm concerned about with Pulp Fiction also.
Yeah,
whenever I get to see it, it's so hyped up that it's never going to meet that expectation. It's just going to be, oh, okay. So this one, I wouldn't say it went, oh, okay. I thought it was entertaining, but I wouldn't put it like, oh my God, this film was amazing or anything like that. I'm sure you guys will disagree. But I enjoyed the take. Obviously it was a very satirical almost kind of take on
what happened.
What happened? Yeah, exactly. And of course, I know it's an old film and we should be talking freely about it, but I always look out for those, like the few people like me that they don't necessarily force themselves to watch everything all the time. They might not be in the know. Would I recommend it to watch it? Yeah, I think it's entertaining. Just be prepared. There's some points where it just extends scenes for I don't know why. It's like, okay, I get it. I'm ready to move on now. It's like you're extending this a little too much. I'm getting bored.
If that's so, here's the deal. If the scene feels like it's taking too long, it's because there's something, there's a reason why it's running the focal. The intro, for instance, where at the beginning, you can already tell there was a level of tension at the very beginning, right? Because the guy's a farmer and here comes, the SS, and it's like, okay, clearly he's being whatever. And then you see it, right? The first thing you notice when they're you're like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that now heightens the tension. And that dude, by the way, the one who played that dude, the SS, awesome. He's one of my favorite actors. Christoph Waltz is the guy, and he is great. He is. Just
I thought you were gonna make the farmer guy, because I was like very concerned for the farmer dude, and he never on purpose. He never appeared. He was just like an intro for this movie. Mm-hmm. I thought he was gonna be like a character or something, but no, he's just some. The point of point of that scene was the one who made it away. Remember when he went to the point and that's who ends up. So that was really the point of that scene. But it was so tense, bro. Dude, and then when you get to the scene where they're at the same two, the Christoph Waltz's character and her, and he's like, you look familiar. Something about and you're like the tension there. Crazy, so that's good stuff. That's the type of stuff that I love. And then the conversation, just a simple conversation. He's talking about milk, and you know what I mean. I know that's
so awesome. I love stuff like that because it just feels like
one of those things where he does it almost on purpose, or maybe not on purpose, but for the purpose of the movie itself to heighten the tension. He's like, oh, and one more thing, and you're thinking like, oh, here we go, and then he's like, well, we're gonna leave it for later.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, fuck. What the hell does he know? Does he doesn't know?
Oh, it's so good. That dude's character is by far probably one of my favorites in. Okay, maybe I won't. I was going to say in all the Quentin Tarantino films, but
Really?
Maybe I won't say that. But he's definitely top. Yeah, he's towards the top. Yeah.
So I mean, and this is because I want my wife has seen a lot of this movie. She actually saw this one. She just didn't remember anything of it because she saw it such a long time that it was like watching it for the first time, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, it's in this movie." And
at the end when she's in the credits, I do remember this.
But
one.
I know there's movies that the Tarantino films that she hasn't watched, and if she's seen them, she probably don't remember the Until Dawn.
Oh, who?
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn.
Well, no, that's not the name. That's the name of the game. What's the name of the actual movie that has the vampire?
Oh, that's not Quentin Tarantino. Yes.
Oh, that's not Quentin Tarantino?
Quentin Tarantino was in it, but it's not his film. That's a Robert Rodriguez film. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, that's okay. That's what got me confused because
he's actually in it. Yeah,
he's actually in it. Yeah. Okay, all right. So, that's such a good movie. Also, just because he takes.
So
it out
you
of
like
nowhere.
Robert Rodriguez?
I like Robert. Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I also like Quentin Tarantino movies. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a cinephile.
Yeah, cinephile. Yeah.
You know, so there's, I don't rush to watch a movie just because I need to watch.
That's was me with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like, nope, I gotta go see it.
Yeah, I gotta see it. Yeah,
it has to happen.
I need to.
I think I've seen maybe 2 movies this year, and that's one of them. So that says
that's true. That's weird. But it also talks to. You've only seen 2 movies this year.
I know, and there was a time that we used to go all the time, dude. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, no movie pass anymore. So there,
that's true.
There it is.
Fucking movie pass.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw it back to you because I mean, whatever we can say about Old Dirty Bastard. Oh no, that's not the movie. That's the rapper. Whatever could be said about Inglourious Bastards. I was gonna go back to Old Dirty Bastard again. It has already been said. You guys have talked about it already, and me, my blissful ignorance, I've not paid attention because I don't want it to be spoiled. But
we literally were ignoring this the entire time when we were talking about it.
Yeah. I was on my phone like, these fools are talking about Pulp Fiction again,
I'm not
probably.
gonna. So what have I played? Let me see. Catherine, for the love of Christ. Catherine, can I get ahead?
Sir, right here.
Yes.
Right here.
Catherine,
sir, why are you playing
full body?
Yeah, why are you playing hentai porn?
Sir, because I don't know how to answer that. So let me tell you,
there are
some
how you have your conscience right now.
Awkward moments, in this thing, and I'm still like, I don't care. You know what I mean? So I obviously played the original, and I'm sure I've already spoken about this. This was one of my most anticipated of this year.
Did you beat the original one?
I remember. It's a funny thing. I remember because it's like day 14 or something like that. It has to be over. From when I remember the story, I'm like, yeah, I think I did. But then
you probably did not.
Yeah, I was like, then I'm like, but wait. I don't remember what happened. Like, oh man,
that's the best though because you can play it like brand new again.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, playing it now, I am remembering these moments.
Just like I got to ask you that, because I'm thinking like, maybe I should. I like Catherine. I never beat it, but I would like to revisit it. And thanks to you, now I can. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir,
for setting me up with that. But I was curious of am I going to remember? Is this going to be like a little too familiar already because I have retreaded already? Because I'm retreading to, even though I haven't played this game in forever. Because I remember very little thing. I remember there's a bar, and I hang out at the bar, and they give me quizzes
almost every freaking night.
Almost every freaking night, exactly. And they give me quizzes.
not quiz? Trivia.
No, not the trivia, but the surveys.
Facts. Yeah.
The surveys that says, hey, 70% of men masturbate before the age of
Okay,
30,
that's
you know,
not,
something like
yeah,
that.
that's not what I. Although this one's probably
That was not a trivia. I'm just giving an example. You know?
Because everything is about alcohol. Like the guy goes, "Oh, so you finished your drink? Well, let me tell you a little something about beer, you know, whatever, or let me tell you something about wine and all."
No, but
this.
don't you remember that? I think this was.
I think you're talking about the bartender.
No. This is. I'll tell you what it is. There's a section in the game where it pretty much it asks you a question, and then depending on your answer, it'll show. Okay,
that's in the dream sequence.
50% of people, you know, choose this answer, and the other 50.
I remember. Yes,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean,
those are the quizzes.
They still have that. Yes, they still have that. That's still part of it. Obviously the newest thing is.
Does that did anything?
The what?
Did that did anything?
I'm sure it did, but I don't remember.
I was always afraid of answering. Like, what if I answer in the minority?
What it's supposed to do is it's supposed to steer you to the Catherine that you're wanting to be with.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's supposed to do. And obviously, I think if it's this is a little weird scale, right? It's a red blue, and if you're stay to the blue side, you end up with your Catherine, which is your original Catherine.
Yeah.
And if you go towards the pink side, then you end up you're obviously desiring more
Cheating on your Catherine with the other Catherine,
with the blonde Catherine, right?
Yeah.
And of course now there's a third Catherine.
Now there's a Quathrin.
Yeah, exactly. And she has pink hair, and she just appears to be a little bit more. I don't want to say younger, but almost like she, you know what I mean? It's like, is she supposed to be young? You know what I mean? I was like, what's going on here?
So. I mean, this is a Japanese game. I get it, but.
Yeah, I guess it's possible. Yeah.
I don't think it's going that way. What are you looking for? Sorry.
Oh, my phone. It just dropped.
Oh, great. Here it is. Here we go.
Thank you, sir. So, yeah, I mean, I think she's still, obviously, because she ends up working at the bar, but so obviously she has to be of age to work at a bar.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But it just feels like she's way more innocent or something, you know. I'm not sure what's going on. So the way they've intertwined this story, you know, because I do remember parts of it. I can see. I don't want to say the scene, but I can see where it's like,
what they just added it.
Yeah.
That has been a common thing. People have mentioned that on reviews.
Yeah, I can definitely see where. And this is
they did a good job. But
this
you can tell that it was added after.
Only affects those who've played the first one. You know what I mean? Because if you don't have any history, then you don't really know. Yeah. So obviously they have some whole new
like watching Star Wars, the new Star the old Star Wars, but with the newer version
with the cutscenes. Yeah. You can just know it off the back. Exactly. Yeah. So it's like you know, and so. Apparently, she's also an option at this point. Although I don't know how, because they still have just that one scale. You know, I'm like, so if I stay in the middle, it's Rin. I don't know.
See, that's why I'm not sure if that is the purpose of it. I always thought it was just like, just so that you know what people think. You know, all the players, other players have chosen this. Okay, so never mind. Moving on.
So for those particular questions, specifically those questions, yes. However. Those questions also affect the scale, and the scale is also affected by things that you do in the game.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So those questions also do. You know what I mean? So and the scale is always moving depending on what you decide to do in the game. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, am I going to sit here and drink for the rest of the night, or am I going to go home? Am I going to answer the call from Catherine with a C, or am I going to ignore it? If I answer the call, slightly over to the pink. You know what I mean? If I don't answer the call, I slightly over to the blue. You know what I mean? So
would it be spoilery to ask what your tendencies are wanting to go towards?
So here's the deal, right? So here's what I don't remember.
Would it be too personal to find out?
I mean, there is moments in this game where I'm just like, I don't recall it being this. You know,
this difficult.
No, not
Not difficult to difficult to pick the choices.
Correct. And at the same time, it's like I also like don't remember that being, you know, like there's moments in the cutscenes that I'm just like, ooh, was this in the original? I think I would have remembered this. so it's just like, whoa.
Maybe you picked up a different choice.
Maybe I did.
You were a different person back then.
I was, yeah.
You had
many
a PS3.
years ago. Yeah. That's obviously a different choice.
You had the loser system at that point. Now you have the winner system.
Fair enough. But no, so I am obviously everything we're talking about is not even the actual gameplay.
I know, true.
The gameplay is still awesome. I still love it. They actually have two versions of it now. They have the classic and the remix. They have actually versus and co-op.
What are the difference between classic and remix?
So the classic has the classic boxes and stuff like that, whatever you would normally
Whatever
go through.
was on the
In
original,
yeah.
game. Okay.
And the remix, it has new stuff, and they have some that are like almost like Tetris pieces. So when you move it, the entire Tetris piece moves as opposed to just one box.
Oh, okay.
And obviously you have to figure out how to get around those. They are challenging.
That sounds more
they are
challenging.
very, very challenging, and that was something from the original. So it's not something that is in any way turning me off because it's what I expected. I remember it being challenging, but it's also so much fun when you finally get it. You know what I mean?
Dude, I remember getting so angry when I'd be stuck because as you move, so the progression is you're doing you're climbing this tower of boxes and stuff.
It's a tower of boxes,
boxes, and you are moving the boxes and getting on top of them, but you have to move it in a way that the next time you climb, you can actually reach.
Correct, yeah, because you can only climb one box.
Yeah, exactly.
So if the boxes are stacked on top of each other, you're not going to be able to climb it. So you have to pull one box away so you can sort of create a stair.
Yeah, exactly. So it is a puzzle game.
Correct,
in the
exactly.
truest sense.
However, since it is technically a wall, it's not like you can create a pyramid. You have to do it in a certain way that you can get up. And then, of course, there are rules to that. As long as the edges of boxes touch, they will hang, even if it's hanging off of nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So those are the rules, and there are tricks behind that. And once you get them, dude, it just, okay, you know what I mean?
I would get so angry though, and I'll be almost at the top, and I get stuck. I'll be stuck. Like I saw you streaming it for a little bit. I watched you play it, and you got stuck at one point, and I was like, oh, I remember that feeling of that. It's like, you know, because the thing is, that there's usually like a monster at the bottom of it.
No,
or
those
something.
Those
right?
are So in a night, you can have 2 to 3 stages.
Okay.
And the first 2 or the first 1, depending on what it is generally just trying to get to the top.
Okay, so there's no...
changed. It is falling off. Like
Right.
the thing is falling towards the bottom, but it's just getting to the top.
Okay, so
Nothing's chasing you,
that's what it is. It's scrolling. It's time basically.
Yeah.
You know, you can't dilly-dally on
Correct.
one section because eventually, you know, the blocks are going to disappear. You're gonna
And then
fall.
you do the rewind,
Uh-huh.
and sometimes if you don't do it fast, or if you don't choose to reroute early enough, you've screwed yourself because you can rewind up to the point where you know what I mean, where you screwed up, and then you're constantly just at that point it's like reset. I have to start over. Yeah.
At that point, love is over.
Yes, that's happened a few times. If you watch the stream, you saw a few times. Oh man, love is over.
Love is over.
Yeah, so, anyway, absolutely loving it. I can't say it's one of my favorite because it's clearly a favorite from before. It's just a remake of the same one, but
I still, I don't know what I should be, you know, that surprised, but like I did not expect you to enjoy it as much.
oh, dude, I remember really, really loving it. I really just absolutely loving it, and I still do. I'm still enjoying it. Like I'm gonna go home and just keep playing.
This game came out around the era, about the PS3 era, where I was expecting the next Persona game. The next Persona game never came out. You know, 10 years of the PlayStation 3 platform, and it did not have a Persona game. And I was so angry because what we got instead was a fucking puzzle game, you know, with characters and with some cameos. Like I think there was a part where. Oh no! Or it might have been the opposite way. I think there was a cameo of the Persona 4 characters, but now that I'm thinking about it, there might have been a cameo of what's his name,
Vincent.
Well, Vincent on Persona 4. I think that's
Persona
that
4
makes more
Golden
sense.
or something.
Yeah, no, the regular one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am digging it. I'm gonna see if I can
Digging
stream.
it?
Digging it. See if I can stream some more. I was playing with my wife next to me, and so like, hey, honey, you have any questions as to what's happening? Let me know. I'll explain. Because the first time
I know this anime porn doesn't look.
The first time you meet Rin is at the very, very. It's not even a spoiler because it's at the very, and they may be in the trailer. She's running down an alley. She's being chased by something. She literally runs into you, like out of the alley, right into you as you're walking down the street, and she lands with her crotch on your face. And it's just like,
wow,
how in the world did that? You know, you think about it, it's like, how does
only
one,
anime
correct, exactly.
that anime
that says it all right there, guys. It really says
that
it all.
sets the tone already.
Yeah.
And the fact that, by the way, because you're climbing these towers in your dream, which I still don't understand. They explain why this will be fatal in real life.
Correct. Yeah, because you will die if you don't. You will not wake up.
You will not wake up,
yeah.
basically. But in your dream, you climb it out in your underwear because, of course, it's a dream. So you got to be in your underwear.
That's how he sleeps.
And you have to have your pillow.
He's in his. That's how he goes in. He's always in just boxers. You know what I mean? So, but not only that, it's when you do get to the creatures that freeze you.
The creatures that what?
That chase you out of the tower.
Yes.
There is one. I'm just going to give. I don't know if this was part of the stream. I think I already turned it off at this point. But
it's okay. It's early. It's not going to give anything away. You want to talk about when he's concerned about like babies?
Oh yeah. Well, that's not that one.
Okay.
It's
that's the one that I remembered that it was like, oh, this is freaky as hell.
I'm shocked you don't remember this one. Okay. So it is an ass. Okay. So basically, picture someone down on all fours with a face on their ass, and their feet is their hands, and they're climbing up in this direction. You know what I mean? That is the creature,
and their mouth is well. Anyway,
yeah, exactly. You kind of put it all together.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, Catherine, guys.
Catherine, yes.
Good stuff for the record. And then I saw a couple movies. I saw The Mule, which is I saw that on, I think over the weekend or something like that. My wife and I.
The other day.
So it has Clint Eastwood. Obviously, it's one of the Clint Eastwood movies, and I've been looking forward to this because I dig Clint Eastwood films. They tend to be very good, and he's pretty good.
Yeah.
This one was okay though. It was good. I would just leave it at it was good. There were really good moments in it. So the story of The Mule is Clint Eastwood's an old character who lost his business or something like lost his business and looking to make money because he is seen as a deadbeat father and grandfather and all this stuff, and so he's looking to make money to help out with the granddaughter and try to reconnect with his daughter, which he disappointed at some point, and some way or another he ends up being a mule for the cartel. So what a mule is basically, you bring your car somewhere, they drop some product or something, you get a direction where to go to, you just drive there, don't go anywhere else, and you get out of the car, leave the keys in there, come back after an hour, boom, you take your car, go back, and you'll have a payment like in the glove compartment or something like that. So yeah. That's essentially the thing. For some strange reason, to me, where it kind of lost me was, and I guess it just wasn't done well enough. It was
when the aliens arrived.
No, when the conversion. You're like it. He was a person who owned like this beautiful flower nursery, right? And that's what the shop closed, right? Because the internet came in and and all this stuff. So 1-800-Flowers basically destroyed his life, basically, you know what I mean? So he went from that to becoming a drug cartel mule in like without even blinking and without even going, no, I'm not going to do, what are you, crazy? Blah, blah, blah. And no, he just like...
Was it a little Breaking Bad-ish, would you say?
No, because Breaking Bad made sense. Yeah. And and for him... Even with him, he had moments where he was like, "No, I'm not. I'm going to get out of this." No, there was just, and it was just like this guy was this a pillar of the community, and he just did it and then like it didn't feel like it just painted with such a broad brush. It just made it, and then of course the regret later and all this stuff. It was good. I'll leave it. It was good. I saw it because it's on HBO, and I saw that it was good. It's not one of his best. It also stars Bradley Cooper. He's an FBI, DEA guy. Excuse me. By the way, look, it says Metacritic 58, which I didn't even know that. So, okay. So it's kind of.
Oh, it's right there. You felt
kind of where, right yeah. So I can definitely say check it out. Just don't pay for it.
Don't pay for it.
Just if you already pay for a service, then take the time. Otherwise, Then I saw another movie which I was looking forward to. It's called Shadow. And this is
the Colossus?
This is a
the Tomb Raider?
I want to say it's Chinese. So it's actually an Asian film. And I want to say it's Chinese. It is a real awesome, visceral, like I saw the trailer for it and I was like, yes. I'm going to try the trailer in between the segments so you can take a look at it. had me when I saw the trailer, and then I watched it and I was like, yes, this is good. Now here's the thing. I know a lot of these like this. I knew this was not going to be a straight up martial arts film. This was more of a dramatic film. You know what I mean? So, but it is so good. So I find it hard to recommend because I'm not sure if you're going to appreciate it as much or if anybody else would appreciate it as well. Because when you think of an Asian film, you're almost thinking action and all this stuff. Wire fu, and there is some of that, but it's not the.
That's not the point.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It is very so. Basically, it's basically two warring clans. One that fights with these huge staff with the spear in the end, and other ones that fight with fans. Not fans, umbrellas.
Oh,
but but when you see the umbrella, you kind of go, "Oh wow," you know what I mean?
They're a ninja.
Yeah, it's like, "Oh, this is something serious." But it's just the way it's
Cut
done.
you like a saw.
The story behind it's pretty awesome. It's basically there's this commander who ends up getting sick, so he ends up getting like a doppelganger to take over for him. So the people don't even know, because they look so much like each other. But he knows, and his wife knows, and then there's this thing where it's like, well, the wife is kind of into him because he's healthy while my husband's fucking dying over here.
Holy shit.
So it becomes this thing, and it is really good. I enjoyed the heck out of it. I was like, this is pretty good. It's not even a long film. I would throw some names here. I don't know if anybody knows. I mean, there's
Chinese title. Chinese names.
Well, I was going to look at the director Yimou Zhang, which did. Let's see, he did Hero. Remember Jet Li's Hero?
I love Hero.
Okay, well, if you like Hero, this is very similar to that.
Okay,
very similar to that.
Yeah.
Because Hero had fights, but it wasn't like one of the fights was one of the best fights was the one that they were picturing the fight. It wasn't actually a real fight. And I was like, oh, that's cool, Yeah. So if you like that kind of thing, then this will definitely be up your alley.
That's good.
And the last thing I started watching with my wife. It's on Netflix. It's called Kingdom. And
I know that one.
Yeah,
my wife was very into that.
She saw it?
I think so. I think that's the one.
This is pretty freaking cool, dude. I'm not gonna lie. So it is a Korean, it takes place back in the in the olden times or whatever. Let's just throw a number there. The 17th century Korea or something. I don't know. But it is a Korean film, and basically there is this zombie outbreak.
Wait. You're talking about Onimusha now. Sorry.
Let me tell you.
Samanosuke.
This show, because it's a show, is light years ahead of Walking Dead, guys. Okay, this here keeps the fear of these creatures tense at all points. Yeah. But it also has this. ¿Cómo se dice? This death. Is it Death by Daylight? Death by Daylight? No,
that's the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or something by daylight. The one where during the day you're fine. Dying Light, is that the one during the day you're fine, but at night?
Fuck, I forgot the name.
Yeah,
now I have to look for it.
Yeah, I have to look it up.
I know which one you're talking about though.
Yeah,
please continue.
So there's elements of that because
I think it's Dying Light.
I think it's Dying Light too. Also, Dying Light also. Although there is a 2, I think, coming as well.
Yes, and it looks amazing.
So it has that.
Dying Light, there you go.
Very, very well acted. I'm actually listening to it. And usually I do this the subtitles subtitles with their language.
Yeah.
But I'm actually doing the English because it's done so well that I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty good.
Nice.
It's I'm like you can tell the voices are well done. And here's the beauty of it: the actors that they've chose to do the voices have an Asian accent. So it's not like they just pick some random white dude.
They're not whitewashing him.
So it still feels very authentic. Cool. Who knows? And maybe the actors themselves that are doing, because a lot of them they do speak English. There's one who was in, one of the actresses was the actress from Pacific Rim. The Asian woman from Pacific Rim. So she's in it, and there's a bunch of other people which I recognize by face, but I don't really know them that well as far as actors. But it's a lot of fun. It's zombie craziness, and when the shit hits the fan, the shit hits the fan. You know what I mean? And it's done really, really, really well. So I can definitely recommend. It was actually recommended to me by Emily,
wow.
and she was like, "You gotta watch it." I was like, "Okay, it's on my list," and I put it off for a little while, and then it's only 6 episodes of season 1, and season 1 just came out this year, so it's still fairly new.
Oh wow!
And shout out to Netflix again. This is a Netflix original series.
Nice.
So I know Disney's coming, but I'm like, I don't see myself letting go of Netflix at all, especially how I've, considering the last episode with how we feel about Disney and what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
So anyway, definitely can highly recommend. I'm only halfway through, but I'm dying to finish it. It's easily digestible because they're only about 55 minutes each and 6 episodes. So for the first season, so really good. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. We're back, guys, and it is time for our trailer of the week.
Which, by the way, I realized that I haven't decided which one is our trailer of the week. Have you?
Sir, there's only one real trailer of the week, and we all know what it is, and it is called JoJo Rabbit.
Yes. The one that came from out of nowhere. We watched like 7 trailers to try to pick up, the trailer of the week, and then we saw this thing in the corner of when a YouTube video ends and it gives you, hey, maybe you should watch this or this, and we saw this stupid thing, and I was like, okay, I remember seeing this trailer last time, or not that trailer. I saw a shorter version of it. And I just wanted to show it to you because it was kind of stupid. That it basically had a photo of Hitler.
Yeah, it's a picture of Hitler and with a kid, and that's all. And the kid, Hitler has his goofy, the guy, whoever it is, like, it has his goofy look in his face.
Yeah,
and it's just like, what the hell? What? And then you look at the name, JoJo Rabbit.
JoJo Rabbit.
Is this? Yeah,
what is that? What is that?
Yeah, exactly. I had literally, as I was picking trailers for us to watch, I just passed by it. Just every time I was like, well, I don't know what that is.
There you go.
And then you mention it, and I was like, yeah, I saw it there, but I didn't do anything. And then we watch it.
I just put it by accident.
Yeah, it's like, so I don't know. I got to tell you, of everything I saw, maybe that's what it is. Everything we saw, I'm like, that's definitely.
Well, it looks intriguing also because it looks like maybe a comedy / dark comedy. Maybe
I would definitely call it a dark comedy.
Dark comedy, yeah, because of the. I mean, the subject matter in itself is basically the life of this 10-year-old boy.
Yeah, I got the synopsis here.
There you go. What was the synopsis?
From IMDb, and this is from actually Fox Searchlight. A World War II satire that follows a lonely German boy named JoJo, whose worldview is turned upside down when he discovers his single mother, which is played by Scarlett Johansson, is hiding a young Jewish girl in the attic. Aided only by his idiotic imaginary friend Adolf Hitler. So that explains that. Okay?
That's just giving way too much away.
JoJo must confront his blind nationalism.
Okay. Wow. So it very much gave a lot of it on it that I did not get from the trailer.
So there was
sorry,
definitely
guys.
so no. There was definitely, if you watch the trailer, there's definitely something off, because if that's supposed to be Hitler, and he knows of something in the other room,
yes,
why is he not? He would react to it. So clearly, and then of course, he's also acting very, I don't want to say childish, but he's acting very playful with the kids.
Yeah,
so
extremely juvenile.
Something is up. Yeah. So I'm like, at some point, I was like, is this his father playing around with him? You know what I mean? Or what's uncle or something that's just that's dressed up like him? I don't know what's going on. So you guys have to see the trailer.
I hope the fact that this Hitler is imaginary, it's not like a huge reveal on it.
I don't think. I think honestly, this comes directly from Fox Searchlight, which is the company. So I would assume that they would not mention something that's that's a potential spoiler. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure pretty early on you'll probably figure that out.
Yeah.
And if you really think about it, if you see him early on and then the parents don't see him, like, oh, well, I guess yeah.
When you see the rest of it, it's so silly and stupid. It's like, yeah,
It is.
it could be that type of movie.
Yeah,
but
it's funny because as I'm watching it, my first reaction is, ooh, I think there's going to be people who are probably not going to find this as humorous as I'm finding it right now. As we're watching this, right? And I'm like, oh, I think that's gonna go. Whatever. By the time I got to the end, I was like, I don't even care what they say. I already want to see this. So and then at the end of this, at that point, I was like, I think this is the best one we saw. I was like, and it's so funny because it literally catches you from the side. It has a couple of actors that I recognize. Well, Scarlett Johansson's one, but there's all the tall guy. I can't remember his name, but he wears glasses. He's God. What has he been? He's been in so many
look
weird.
at the cast. Might as well. You're already.
Shit, I had it up, right? Damn it, man! I gotta stop putting my phone down. Let me get it up here. His name is. Sam Rockwell's in it. This is not him, but Sam Rockwell's in it, which is a good actor. Rebel Wilson, which she's been in a bunch of teen movies and stuff like that. Alfie Allen, which you'll know him as Theon Greyjoy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And Stephen Merchant, that's his name. Stephen Merchant is, I'll show you his picture. Oh, if it fucking zooms in here. No, it's not zooming in. Never mind. Stephen Merchant is in it. And it looks to be pretty I don't know.
What it's meant to be. It's a satire on the whole thing, which is kind of hard to pull off when you think about it.
Well, so I'm glad you mentioned that, sir. There was a time. So there's this movie. It's called Life is Beautiful, and I'm sure I've mentioned this to you before.
I heard Life is Beautiful. Yeah.
Life is Beautiful is
kind of a very depressing movie.
No, that's the beauty of it. It's first off, it takes place during World War II, and it takes place in a concentration camp. You know what I mean? So. I probably actually gave a little more away than I should have there, but my point is to say it's an Italian film. When it came out, there was concerns because of the it's like, oh, so you're just shedding light on the fact that there was a Holocaust, you know what I mean? And his name is Roberto Benigni, and I'm sure you've heard that name before. Roberto Benigni is the actor. Benigni. Yes. So he's a comedic actor. And when he did this film, it was going to take place during World War II. It had to do with Nazis and all this stuff. And it was just like, you watch this movie, dude, and if you don't find this to be the best movie ever,
really?
It's like literally the best movie ever.
Really?
I'm like, it's so I'm not saying it is, but it's
You're literally.
I know, what I'm saying is that it's up. No, because I'm saying any day of the week you'll have another best movie ever, right?
Sure,
so this is always going to be in the talks of the best movie. It's just ridiculous. My wife saw it. She saw it way before she met me, and then she's the one who kind of get me into some of these. Because it's like, I don't want to watch stuff that's going to be, like you said, I don't want to watch that, or it's not that I don't want to watch it.
I don't want to feel depressed, I don't want to force myself to be depressed, or I don't want to force myself to cry, unless it's something like beautiful. But if it's something like sad, like Angelitos Negros, I don't want to do that.
So
to myself.
I'm okay with that. I just have to be in the right mindset. That's my issue. So when I watched these, I was like, oh, I got to be ready for it. And then my wife was like, no, you got to watch it. Trust me. And of course, she doesn't want to give anything away. You got to do it. You got to do it. It's a beautiful freaking film, dude. Okay. And I know it sounds funny to say, so that's what my point is to say. If JoJo Rabbit can do something like that, first off, that is amazing, because it's not easy to do, to make a satire off of something, obviously, horrible, So if they can pull that off, man, you know what I mean?
Do we know anything about the director? Do you all recognize him?
I recognize his name, or her name, his name. And he has done, let's see, What We Do in the Shadows. Well, he was a writer for that. So let's look at directing. He has directed 24 films. He is doing the upcoming Thor, Love and Thunder. He's doing that one. He is also, he has an episode of The Mandalorian. Okay. All right. From there, he did Thor Ragnarok.
Okay. That was fun.
He did. Yeah.
Following a pattern here.
No, I don't think there's anything else.
Nothing. I mean,
Nothing
nothing
else-
else that you recognize, or
Correct.
nothing else that.
No, nothing else that I recognize. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was more like I would be more concerned if it was like, yeah, I recognize all these films, and
No,
I
What We
don't
Do in
know.
the Shadows was a film. Oh gosh, I didn't. Anyway, no. Thor Ragnarok is the only thing that you guys are going to recognize here, just for the record. So there you go. He did Thor Ragnarok. How do you feel about Thor Ragnarok?
Hey, I liked it. I know a lot of people that did too. So it was very out there, very crazy,
How would you feel?
very
if we
comic.
do-
And you know what? When you think about it, it brought the depressing thing that was Thor 2 and it made it comic.
And it made it, yeah.
So he can pull it off.
You know what? I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
There you go.
I concur.
There you go.
So yeah, there you go. Our trailer of the week, JoJo Rabbit.
JoJo Rabbit out of nowhere
Out of
with
yeah.
our hearts.
I know, from left field.
Yes.
Oh man! All right, guys, let's get into the useless news that you can use.
It was cracking me up that night.
I know it's way better than news to abuse. I mean, seriously. There was a Nintendo Direct this week.
Yes, there was.
I know.
Yeah. Let's see. A couple of things I saw. A couple of things I was like,
Well, I'm going to go
really?
over through pretty much everything that was announced.
All
there.
right.
So here we go.
All right. We're going to take them one by one. We're going to piece them out. All right. Talk about each of them individually.
Yes.
Maybe not.
Maybe we'll spread a little bit of the show. I don't know. So the very first one, which actually is very interesting to me, Super NES games are coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
After months of rumors, alleged Nintendo Switch data mines, and more rampant discussion, Nintendo finally confirms Super NES games are coming to the Nintendo Switch via their online service.
Oh.
It's about time. Okay. There are 20 titles so far. I won't go into those 20 titles, but you can look them up. So that part, that's one of the. So I have, for the record, the Nintendo Switch the online service, and I'm just.
I know that I could get it still through Prime, and I have yet to.
It's not even worth. It literally is stealing money from me.
It's
But
but it was free.
from me. No, it's not free.
Well, okay. No, the offer.
No, I'm talking about the. What do you mean the offer? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, the Prime
They're
had an
still
offer which is still available, but it's gonna expire soon, where you could get actually a year. All
Still not worth it.
Wow.
Yes,
Wait.
still
What
not
if I
worth it.
tell you that you can right now get 20 Nintendo Super Nintendo games for free? For free. And there was those 20 that you were gonna mention. I think those are the ones that they're giving.
Yeah, I think so. Let me see. Let me go through this real quick. Kirby's Dream Land 3, Star Fox, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Pilot Wings.
I never played Yoshi's Island. That'd be good.
That's a good one. Yeah. So there you go. One's good.
No, but you mentioned Star Fox. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but yeah.
Star Fox is awesome.
Play it again and then tell me how
Maybe.
fondly you feel
All right,
about it.
Go back to the beginning. I'll tell you because I wasn't paying attention.
Okay,
sorry.
so
And
I'll
go.
start from the beginning. Brawl Brothers,
Okay, yeah.
Demon's Crest, Joe and Mac 2, Lost in the Tropics, Kirby Dream Land 3, Star Fox,
Yeah.
Super Earth Defense Force, Super Mario Kart, Super
there you
Mario
go.
World 2, Yoshi's Island, Super
you
Mario.
go.
No, excuse me, Super Puyo Puyo 2,
Puyo.
Puyo Puyo, Super Tennis, Breath of Fire. That's
a good one.
interesting. That's interesting because they haven't been. I don't think have been remakes of the Breath of Fire series.
No,
but
true. That's RPG. That's
an RPG,
Square,
yeah.
Square Enix. joint?
So, yeah, it's a Square Enix,
Okay,
if I
sure.
remember. Yeah, Square
Square Soft.
Soft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Breath of Fire. F-Zero.
F-Zero.
F-Zero, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a timeless classic.
That yes,
Yes.
but it's also racing. Whatever.
Yeah.
Kirby's Dream Course, Pilot
Another
Wings,
Kirby.
Stunt Race FX, Super Ghouls and Ghosts,
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
There you
That's a
go.
good one,
There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need.
the Super Mario World.
The original one? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Only one. No,
Yes.
because you mentioned two. I didn't know you were repeating. Okay.
The
good, yeah.
Super Metroid.
Super Metroid is in here.
It is.
Dude, that's it. Done. I am give me my card. Give me my card.
Super Soccer.
Dude,
and
I would
then
love to play Super Metroid again.
The Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. yeah.
Are you kidding me? Don't tell me that's not an amazing list.
I would say that's an amazing end to a list. I mean, let's be real here. You know what I mean?
Hey,
but I guess overall,
it's a pretty
first
good
off,
offering.
these 20 games that they offer here, light years ahead of anything that's been on the service since the beginning.
Then,
so, yes, congratulations, Nintendo. You made a good choice here.
And now they're saying that they are not really sticking to the scheduling or to the monthly schedule of games. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
They're extending it out, bro. They're like, we need to stretch this.
We gave you 20 games. Shut up.
Yeah. Shut your mouths.
Yeah.
So next piece from the actual direct. Super Smash Brother Ultimate DLC characters updates will include Fatal Fury's Terry Bogard.
Really?
Yes.
That's gonna be the next. That's gonna be the next character.
That's one of them. Yeah. Banjo Kazooie is also coming.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah. So
Really, Banjo? No, Master Chief. Huh? So far, they have not done. I mean, they'll fucking bring Catherine, before they bring
I know.
The Master Chief. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Microsoft, you gotta tell me you cannot make that happen for real. I mean, come on.
Make it happen.
Do you better. Because the more time passes, the more Master Chief is falling into irrelevancy.
Yeah, I know he needs a little help somewhere.
Yes, I will say, put him in Fortnite. I don't care.
Throw him in Overwatch.
Oh, there you go. Oh, Overwatch.
Yeah.
I heard some rumblings on Overwatch.
Speaking of Overwatch, confirmed from the Nintendo Switch coming October 15th. Yes.
Overwatch and Switch.
On the Switch.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
I know it's happening because you know why?
The leak.
Yeah. There was, I want to say probably like 2 weeks ago, there was no confirmation of the game itself. It was just some third party case maker, for cases for the Switch. They reveal an Overwatch themed Switch case, which makes you think, Overwatch is not available on the Switch.
Yeah. The first thing you go, oh, that's cool. Wait a minute. That's not part of their game lineup.
There's no Overwatch in here. Yeah. But yeah, definitely, I'm not surprised. And I could see it running. I mean, I could definitely.
Sure. I mean, it's got to run, right? I mean, we'll see.
Well, it got to run well.
That's what I mean.
You can't be 30 frames on Overwatch.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't.
I bet you they will. But yeah.
No, they probably. This is Blizzard. I believe that they can make it happen.
Yeah, but it's on Nintendo console. Okay, I get it. Blizzard is great, but there's only so
amazing, titles on the Switch. 60 frame.
Yeah, but they're not online games, bro. This is what I'm saying. It's different. This is an online game.
Think about this.
Yeah, I hear you, but no, I'm sorry. I have no faith. No,
Yeah.
I have some faith, but we'll see.
Splatoon is online. There you go. There you go.
All right, fine.
Eat it.
Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition, coming to the Switch.
That's a remake of the Wii. Of the Wii,
Wii U?
actually. The Wii
Oh,
U.
the Wii. I thought it was a Wii U version.
Wii U.
Yeah.
Wii U. Was it a Wii?
I don't know.
It was a Wii U, definitely.
It has to be Wii U because the Wii couldn't do it.
No.
Yeah.
But that is really cool to hear.
That is really cool.
If they
Because
make
I actually like that almost moved my hand to do a Wii U. But I was like, no, because there's nothing else on the
Because
Wii.
there's nothing else.
So
But now you can get it on the Switch.
now I already have a Switch. So
Because I want to
actually
remind you of something.
Uh-huh.
You own a Switch.
Oh, that's right.
You should give it some love.
I should
I
give it
never
some
hear
love.
you playing anything on it.
I know.
It's
Bro.
What was the point?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, Animal Crossing had some new footage, which I'm not an Animal Crossing person, so I'm just going to move on from that story. New Pokemon Sword and Shield features were also shown off. 3 new features, which I'm not going to go into. Deadly Premonition 2, the original game, is coming to Switch. Super Kirby Clash is now available on Switch. It's actually already available. Luigi's Mansion includes a new mode, which is a newly revealed Scream Park mode. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
And then a bunch of new ports and remasters, starting with The Return of Obra Dinn.
Oh, snap, for real?
Yes, it is. That
Is so mega your joint.
It is my joint.
Sir, you are playing the role of an insurance adjuster in the 17th century. It's for real.
I know.
It's for real. That's the amazing
I remember
thing.
that. Yeah.
It is incredible. You know, the idea of this game, it should be like...
I think everybody in our job should play this game.
Yeah. This should be part of the training.
They should be. I agree. I 100% agree. Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE Encore. Whatever. Fucking Wii U bullshit game.
Wow.
Divinity Original Sin 2 is coming.
Oh.
Yeah. Which had a surprise release on the Switch that day. So it's actually already there.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Doom 64 is coming to the Switch.
That's the one I saw. I tell you, I was actually at a GameStop at that moment.
When you saw it?
When I was talking to the cashier, to the person there, and because I wanted to trade a couple of Switch games, I wanted to get Control, but they don't have the PC version. So anyway, the thing is, and that's I want to justify the reason why I was at a fucking GameStop in the first place. So since I made it public, then
exactly.
So
because we were gonna question.
No, exactly. There were a couple games I wasn't playing anymore. I was like, I need the money. So, and he was watching the right there. So, I just stood there with him for a few minutes watching it, and they were showing, Doom 64, and I'm like, is this Doom? Is this like the original Doom that's coming for it? And apparently
the original Doom 64, which is actually a different Doom.
It's a different Doom. Yeah. But I don't know how I feel. It's cool, I guess.
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, it was a good Doom. I played it. You know what I mean?
It was a good Doom.
And it was good. Yeah, it was a good Doom. Yeah, I remember, and I played and enjoyed the hell out of it. But I don't know.
But I mean, we got to, like, everybody's. All the other consoles are getting Doom. What's it called? Doom
remasters?
No. The new Doom.
The new Doom, Eternal,
and fucking Switch is getting.
Well, Doom it is getting Doom Eternal though.
It is getting Doom Eternal.
Yeah, so it's not like it's being left out. It's just like all these Dooms.
Oh, there you go.
You know what it is? All these Dooms that came to other consoles all this other time are finally catching up to the Switch.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But
you get the definitive edition.
Yeah, exactly.
Right here.
Exactly. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast will be released. And then the Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection, which includes Black Flag and Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Why Black Flag? Why is a 2013, I think, game coming to the Switch now? What? An Assassin's Creed at that,
Yeah.
you know? Like, you don't get Odyssey, you get Black Flag for some reason.
I mean, it was
And who needs to play Black Flag?
It was one of the favorites, to be fair.
True,
Yeah.
but there have been a bunch of ones that, like, it feels so random, you know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. This is, I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't get it. Anything else for Nintendo?
No, that's all the stuff there.
All right. Well, those were those were some good, interesting titles. I would say interesting titles.
We'll leave it at yeah.
Yeah. So this kind of made me sad, actually. Although this is for the betterment, you know, of this person. Do you guys remember? And how could you forget the best thing that was at E3 this year? The best thing that happened at E3. It was not a game. I'll tell you. I'll start with that.
Oh,
it was not a game.
I know where you're going with this.
It was this precious lady that came out at, I want to say, was it the Bethesda?
It was Bethesda. It was Bethesda because it was it's not, oh gosh. It's the maker of the horror game. I can't think of the name of it, but go ahead.
I'll tell you now. So, this gem of a person, basically, Ikumi Nakamura.
Yeah.
She had that presentation, that little short presentation at the Bethesda press conference, and like she won the crowd.
Yeah.
She was so
it's spooky. It was so great, dude.
That woman was amazing. She was great showmanship.
Yeah,
She was adorable.
absolutely,
It's like it won everybody's hearts. Like I don't think a lot of people are talking about the game. They're more thinking about like, oh yeah, she should be like a star or something.
Exactly, yeah.
She was so awesome. But unfortunately, she is departing the Ghostwire's Tokyo studio.
Ghostwire, that's the name of it.
Ghostwire is the game. Yeah. That was the name. So Ikumi Nakamura, the creative director of Ghostwire Tokyo, who became a fan favorite personality during E3 for her bubbly demeanor, has officially departed the studio Tango Gameworks and publisher Bethesda ZeniMax. Actually, rethinking this is probably for the best because
Bethesda,
Bethesda. In a tweet posted on Wednesday, Nakamura announced her decision to leave the studio. And the tweet goes, after 9 years as creative director and art director at Tango and ZeniMax, I felt here is one of our ends of the journeys. Nakamura wrote, I learned from the talented people I have worked with and I respect. And then she ends with, contact me if anyone wants to work with me. And I'm like, give me your contact info.
Call her. Somebody
Give
call
me your
her.
contact info because I would definitely love to work for you. You definitely are an awesome person.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's a shame though. I mean, honestly, it's a shame for Tokyo.
Yeah, for Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah.
Tango
Works. That's what I was going to say. It's a shame for Tango Works.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like clearly, you know what I mean? It's
She's
something
moving on.
yeah.
She's moving to bigger and better things. It sounds like there's something because when she ends it like that, like, hey, contact me if you want to work with me. It's like she has plans.
Oh yeah,
She has plans.
Yeah.
The lady has plans. Nakamura included a link of all her LinkedIn account in their departure announcement. Wow. She's serious, actually.
Yeah, she sure is. Yeah.
In a statement to IGN, Bethesda confirmed Nakamura's departure. And the statement was, we can confirm that Nakamura-san has decided to leave Tokyo, and we wish her the best of luck in whatever is next for her, Bethesda said. Tango continues to be led by the legendary Shinji Mikami. Let's not forget that, of course, actually, Shinji Mikami.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. Yeah.
And his talented team in the development of Ghostwire Tokyo. We look forward to sharing more on what they're creating in the coming months. Bethesda did not comment on the status of Ghostwire Tokyo development. Ghostwire Tokyo is the next game from Tango Gameworks, the studio that brought us the survival horror franchise The Evil Within, directed by Shinji Mikami, who is also known as the director of the original Resident Evil game. Let's see. In addition to her role as a creative director on Ghostwire Tokyo, Nakamura also worked as a concept artist on Bayonetta and an environment artist in Okami. So this woman already has my heart. And I mean, we don't have to talk about the awesomeness that is Bayonetta.
Yeah.
And Okami, for all intended purposes, also. I heard good things.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway. So, we wish Ms. Nakamura-san the best of luck and the best of success. And
I wouldn't be surprised if by next week she's over at
she's opening a studio. She's opening a studio. I already pre-ordered the game. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's the announcement, but she already has my money. There you go. Just for being cool people.
Yeah, absolutely. My next and last piece, because I don't really have much.
There's not much, really.
Celeste, one of the best platformers of this generation, will be getting its Chapter 9 farewell free DLC in just a few days. A blog post on developer Extremely OK Games website explains Celeste will be sent off with its free chapter that will be available to download for everyone who owns the game. This Chapter 9 farewell DLC will be available on all platforms on September 9th through the Xbox One version. Excuse me, though the Xbox One version may be slightly delayed. Doesn't say why, but it is what it is. Chapter 9 Farewell will add over 100 new levels to the game, bringing Celeste to over 800 levels in total. These levels also come with new music and mechanics and can be unlocked by completing Chapter 8. Sir,
Zero. I didn't think. Oh, you're going for
it's
it.
happening. I mean, it's free anyway, so it's not like,
Yeah.
but just to throw this out there, for everyone who no, hold on. I think I missed it here. Oh, the release of this final DLC also means that the limited release, physical release of Celeste will soon be put into production for those who were holding out.
Oh.
I might double dip here, sir, because
Really?
I think they earn that. Celeste is just like it says, one of the best platformers of this generation.
It was really good,
and it was amazing. It was a trek. I mean, it's like the trek up a mountain. You know, it's just tough. It was hard. I loved every minute of it. I loved all the music in it. I still have the soundtrack because it's so freaking good.
Story was great.
Yes, on top of that, the story, was meaningful, and I definitely
You want a triple dip? Get the Switch version too.
I might just do the Switch version
You-
because I'm thinking
you-
about
you
like,
have Celeste
do
on
I
the
want
go.
a physical copy? Steelbook.
There you go. Now you
Speaking your language.
my
yeah.
language.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. My last piece also, because there's really not much on it, but I want to remind you because a lot of you are Amazon Prime members.
Yes.
Who can claim free PC games. Sorry, console gamers. These offers are available for PC.
Tuning out. No.
But they are fantastic games, let me tell you. Starting with the first, which is Yoku's Island Express, which combines pinball with a delightful Metroid-inspired platformer. This is, I don't know if you remember.
I've seen this.
I
I've
told
seen
you about
this
this.
before,
About this. I played this. This game. It is a platformer game, but it literally has pinball elements to the point where there are bumpers and there are the things to bump them.
Yeah. the little hands, or the paddles.
He is
or whatever.
the paddle. Thank you. He is the pinball himself. This game is super charming. It is super cool, and I mean you have PC. I get it. You know, it's not your favorite platform. You don't play, but you hook a controller. You play like you were playing a Cuphead, and it's free because you have Prime. So
Yeah.
that's no reason. This is a $20 game, by the way.
Okay. Well, I figured that.
So definitely, the other 3 games available this month are Manuel Samuel. I have never heard of that. I know the name though. Manuel Samuel. Stealth Inc. 2. A Game of Clones.
I got that one.
You got that one?
I got both. Yeah, Stealth and Stealth.
I think I got Stealth Inc., but not 2.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
I need to get. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
the original Stealth. Yeah, that's a really good. Again, they're hitting it there. Well, maybe not with this one. Oh, I don't know. Chicken Assassins Reloaded.
What the hell?
I don't
Wouldn't
know.
you just call a butcher a chicken assassin? I mean,
I don't know. Chicken Assassins Reloaded. And most of these games have mostly positive to very positive reviews on Steam. So if you are on the look for new games for free and you are a member of Amazon Prime, and why would you not? Maybe that's your chance.
pick it up.
Get them now.
Get him right now,
Yeah.
right as we speak. Do
Right
it.
as we speak. Do it. You know what? Pause the podcast. And we're back. And awesome. Now you're happy.
Enjoy your games.
Enjoy your games.
All right, guys, we'll be right back with our hot topic. I do have a tablet. It's called my Switch. No,
Which is the best tablet because you can play your games on it.
I agreed.
Yeah. There you go. Can you make calls on it? I don't think so.
Well, no, because you
You need
still
to
need to get
install-
your phone.
You need to
in order
install it on your phone.
Yeah. Jesus
There
Christ.
you go.
We're back, guys, and it is time for our hot topic of the week.
Hot topic!
This week's hot topic again, guys. Whatever happened to game demos?
Where were you when the demos disappeared?
They used to be a much bigger thing, right? I mean, there's the occasional demo now.
Yes.
But back in the day, bro. Back in the day,
you could get what was the equivalent of free little games on just on your magazine. You buy a magazine and it will say it includes the demos of this, and this, and it was like, dude, I'm getting all these games for free, even though they're just demos or shareware, like on they were known on PC, because the idea was, which I'm surprised to this day, of everybody wanting to go, vintage and stuff like that. How come nobody has thought of that model again and use it as a real model, which was so successful?
It was,
back in the day, in the era of no internet. Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe
there
that's
was
what
no
it is,
internet, so
you just answer your own question.
yeah, maybe that's what it was. Because the whole point of shareware, and then was specifically shareware, was I get a copy of the Doom demo, basically, and I keep giving it to people, and that people gave it to other people, and you can only play the first 3 levels or something like that, and then if you wanted to play more, then you will unlock. You pay to unlock the rest. So of course, maybe it doesn't work now in the era of everybody cracking shit, and DRM and all that.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah. So there you go. We solved. We know already what happened.
The mystery behind it. I'm sure that's probably the answer to shareware. But you still have the opportunity to do demos. First off, I want to go back, and I do want to talk about some of the awesome demos that I remember playing. I'm going to just start right at the very top, brother. Metal Gear Solid.
Oh my god!
The demo that came with, I want to say it was the official PlayStation magazine. I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. Pretty sure. Maybe it came with a game. I can't remember what it is, but wait, I'm not gonna remember. But anyway, the fact is that I remember playing that demo more than playing the game. You know what? I think it came with Zone of the Enders.
It came with it came with a game. Yeah,
it came with Zone of the Enders.
Yes, it was. Now I'm thinking, because I'm thinking of another game that did that, which was Final Fantasy VIII, which came in with a copy of another game that I can't even remember. I had to find out. Because it's important to know for historical.
Yeah, but the problem is,
it was wanting to play the demo more than the game that came in.
Freaking publishers! Even back then, they're a bunch of trying to swindle you. Yeah. But I do remember getting a bunch through the magazines, and I think I played Siphon Filter, if I'm not mistaken, on it was either PlayStation Underground or something like that. But that did lead me to buy the game. I love the Siphon Filter series, which is why I keep trying to say, it's coming back. They're going to bring it back, but they never do.
By the way, that game, it was Brave Fencer Musashi.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Brave Fencer Musashi?
And I don't remember playing it.
Of course.
I remember playing the demo.
Of course. Yeah. Of course. This was an excellent idea. And it was actually... until very recent, there's probably more recent examples, but the one that comes to mind is I forget the name of this game. They had a third game come out, the Crackdown.
Oh yeah.
Crackdown. So the original Crackdown for the Xbox. An IP that nobody knew about or cared about, for that matter, at first I'm talking about, came in with the demo for Halo 3. And oh my God, did I not want to play Halo 3 first than anybody else? And a bunch of people did. And a bunch of people bought that game just to play the demo. They paid the $60 entry for that, for Crackdown, an IP that they have never heard of. And surprisingly enough, they discovered that it turns out Crackdown was actually an awesome game in itself. Yeah. It was great. So it was a good marketing strategy when you think about it. I want to say something similar happened with Gears of War, but I can't conjure the memory right now.
Those are more when the more recent ones. I don't remember like recent demos.
That are included in another game.
Yeah.
But let me ask you something. So, do you think that could work nowadays? let's say that particular model. Let's say, hey, the demo for Death Stranding. The demo for Death Stranding is gonna be included in Appalachian Heights, the game.
He's just making up a name.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind for some reason. It is
I thought you were going to
Heights.
actually mention it like some game that Sony has
No,
going. Or something.
because it has to be. It can be an IP that you're like, oh yeah, well I kind of like it. No, Talking about a completely weird, out of left field. Like you don't know what this game is about. I tell you what, you run a hospital simulator. Is basically what it is. But it comes with a copy. You get to play
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
The demo, because it's not even a game. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't think it would work. I don't think it would work because I think it is like a $60 buy for Appalachian Heights or whatever it is,
That's my point. We used to, I mean, maybe not you and me, but people used to do that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like people do that anymore because nowadays.
Well, that clearly didn't work. I mean, if you really think about it, it maybe didn't. It worked for Crackdown, right?
I think.
Do you think it worked for Brave Fencer Musashi?
I think it did. Yeah. I at least I knew a couple of my friends that did.
Yeah.
I don't know the sales figure, but I know that a lot of friends that I have back, in school, like they were pretty okay with the idea of, man, Final Fantasy VII was amazing. I want to play the 8 because that looks insane, and it's not coming out for years, but this is my only chance to play it.
Fuck this phone and listening to me. I'm just saying.
Oh wow!
I just typed Brave. Oh, Brave.
You meant Brave?
Yeah. Did you hear me?
It knows. It knows. If when you type Brave on Google,
look it up real quick.
That's the first thing that comes out. So I knew at least a couple of my friends did end up liking Brave Fencer Musashi, even though it was an unknown IP. But the idea is this. My point is this. Back in the days, we didn't used to get a lot of information on the titles that we're getting. Like we're assaulted right now with information galore.
True.
On anything. Yeah. So what happened back then was that it created this mysticism, this like idea of, man, I need to see this game because I'm not gonna have a chance to see it unless it's featured on EGM or GamePro or something like that, and that's all the information I'm gonna get. No, fuck that. I need to play this game. So the only way you could was handling this this way. Yeah. So, but nowadays with the era on the internet and everything's available, you can just watch a YouTube video, watch the trailer like 10 times, and that's enough. It's like I'm already sick of Final Fantasy VII Remake, even though I haven't played it and I want to play it. Don't get me wrong.
No, I get
but like I've seen so much of it that it's like no, I don't want to see anymore. You don't need to show me another area of it because I already got enough.
True, but do you think? Well, first of all, to answer your question, 1.14 million units of Brave Fencer Musashi.
That's really good.
Which is very good for the type of game it is, the era that it came out in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
So
you think? And also, by the way, I think it got a score of 84 or something like that.
So it was a good game.
So it wasn't. So it worked for Crackdown. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to work for Appalachian Heights. I'm just saying. Especially we don't know what it is.
Hey. I'll have you know that my team is working on Appalachian Heights. They've been for 5 years already. We are in early alpha right now. And so far, we're projecting a Metacritic of at least 78. And that's early. That's early.
We're projecting.
Yes.
Wow.
That's we're working hard on making Appalachian Heights happen. If you guys want to contribute to my Kickstarter, I'm going to start it next month. We're gonna a spooky.
I'm glad you brought that up. It's clear that. Well, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that basically the era of demos, the way they used to have it, either by giving them for free or in addition to the purchase of a magazine, having it available,
or a game,
or a game, which was a higher buy-in. But I mean, if you get a little segment on that on the magazine, so it's clear. I would think that if that moved units, they'd still do it, right? Because, I mean, why not?
Because they don't need to not anymore.
Yes, and I wonder why that is. Could it be because of this early access thing where, hey, you pay us a little portion of whatever, and you get the early access.
You get the demo
game.
right now. How about
Yeah.
that? Just pay us for the demo. Just pay us for the
Correct,
demo.
yeah.
I don't know if that's what killed it, but it's definitely one of the
definitely
factors.
was keeping it away. At this
Yeah,
point,
it's definitely one of the factors because and it's so hard right now for companies to work on demos when they barely have time to work on the
game
on the
itself.
actual game itself, and sometimes to the point where they're releasing incomplete games. Nowadays, you know what I mean. If memory serves me correctly, I love the fact that Xbox 360, when Xbox Live, was, nascent and there were games coming out, downloadable games,
When they were big on that, yeah.
They made it mandatory for every game featured on the Xbox store, on the Xbox Live store, must have a demo. There's just no way around it. You wanted your game, okay, release it. It has to have a demo. Whether the way you want to do it is whichever way. If you want to make it to where they play the first level, and then if they decide they like it, you will just press a button there and purchase it and continue. Dude, that was amazing. Like,
It was.
That was perfect. I played so many because you get the opportunity to just pick from what from that massive Xbox Live arcade.
Okay, yeah, Live Arcade, yeah.
List, and you could decide for yourself. If you like it or not. You didn't have to depend on reviews or somebody else's opinion or just get it blindly. The problem is that don't every game demos well.
True.
So Sony was more lenient in that sense. With Sony, they didn't require.
True, but
to
I
have
would
demos.
also argue Sony was also on their back foot at that point. So they were like,
Yeah.
well, let's not make it hard.
Yeah, let's
You know
not
what I
make
mean?
it hard.
we
Yeah,
need to-
exactly.
So what do you think ended that? I mean, if that works so well for you to play the demo and say, yeah, I like this, or no, I'm not going to care for it. What made it stop? Is it because Sony was like, no, well,
I
and then
think.
suddenly-
Well, I think it helped. Sony might have started, the PS3 roadmap kind of difficult, but it's known that they were doing very well at the at the middle to the end stage.
Oh, the PlayStation 3.
the
exactly,
PlayStation
yeah.
3 era. Yeah, exactly. There were games. There were there were things, and a lot of the developers appreciate the fact that I'm not obligated. I don't have this obligation to give away a portion of my game or not, maybe not that, but dedicate time to make a demo. Because even if it sounds like that shouldn't be for a developer, that shouldn't take time at all. It is. It does, especially when
Takes
you have
time away, yeah,
exactly. It takes away, and they already have a tight deadline.
A crunch, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But they're already crunching. So I think that coupled with the fact that maybe the fact that the table's super turned on this generation, and PS4 was it's the market leader on console, and they're not gonna change their stand suddenly and require. Okay, so now all the demos, because they don't need to force them away. Gamers are used to not playing demos.
At this point, yeah.
I think the Microsoft idea of requiring demo was very noble. Was actually
Yeah, and it helps out for the consumer.
Yeah.
Right? Because you get to try before you play.
even failures like the Ouya had that that requirement.
Really?
I
didn't know that.
The
Okay.
demos. I think the games featured they had to have demos. You have to be able to play a little bit, of it, which is great. And I'm sad to see that go. You don't get to see a lot of demos on big titles anymore, because most of it is like
You have alphas. You have betas.
You have betas, exactly.
Which are basically demos.
That's their version of the demos, and they're used in a marketing sort of way.
Yeah.
And that's what they need to do. Why should they spend resources on creating a demo for a game to distribute when they can just show you a couple of trailers and get you just as excited.
Just as idea.
Yeah,
Well,
without showing you. Maybe the controls on this are not
Yeah.
so well. Maybe this game is actually a little shitty, but
but it looks good,
but
doesn't
it looks good.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think that was the probably what as we talk it out here, because these guys, they require Xbox, and then this Sony came in and said, well, we need to get them on our side, so that kind of makes sense. I like that. What about those demos that the time demos, right, or the ones that you would actually download the entire game? Because, which would be this huge download.
Yeah.
And then, you play an hour, and at that point it's like, well, now
Well, as us, living in the land where most of our internet, I'm not saying all very providers, but most of our providers do not cap us on our internet. There are a few that does.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a problem with downloading the big files if it's a game that I was already interested in getting. And the idea of a time demo did not bother me, because if anything, it wasn't messing up with the gameplay, just to be able to show you, like some demos, I feel like they were tailored to show you as much as they could on this demo format.
Yeah.
So they will alter things. They will
vertical slice.
Yeah. They'll probably make you be able to level up faster, or stuff like that. Whether a time demo, I felt like it kept true to, okay, this is the game as it's gonna ship, or as it's available right now, and you're basically playing it. And if you like it after, I don't know, half an hour of playing, then go ahead and you can buy it. I also love it, and this, I don't know, this is one of the things that used to get me so excited about E3, and I hate the fact that they don't do it anymore, or you don't see it anymore. Games that will be shown on E3, and you can play the demos like right there.
Oh yeah,
dude. There was this Capcom title. It had to do with the person was fighting on the ice. And was on Arctic areas, and it will be like sub-zero years. So you have to keep warm. You have to kill this big monster looking things, and they will release this type of like fuel or fluid or whatever that always kept it warm. Thank you. That's the one. Lost Planet. The first time that they showed that game at E3, I was like blown away at how great it looked. And it was a shooter on Xbox. It looked amazing. And then the demo was out right there. I downloaded that.
I think I remember that too. Yeah, I remember. And you can play it right now. The demo right now.
Like,
holy shit!
A lot of those. Like if companies will surprise us with that more often. The problem is, again, this is the era of the crunch. You don't have time. You just don't have time.
It's the era of the crunch. Crunch is also well known to be a bad thing. Yeah. So we don't want to crunch them anymore to have them separate a demo somewhere for somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly. They're already exhausted playing. Making this, and
I think also YouTube is playing a big portion. Where it's like, okay, should we let them play this and probably notice something that we're going to fix, but we haven't fixed yet? Or should we have one of our own people play it, have it captured like
pay a few influencers to good things about it, and that one you see a lot, and it to the point where the untrained eye might not be able to distinguish, and they might fall into the hype, but us that we've seen it so much, we can tell like, okay, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Obviously, this guy is being very positive about this dating simulator, anime dating simulator, and doesn't even look that great. And of course, this got to be a chill for the company, for the developer.
Yeah.
So it's for the publisher more than likely. So it's stuff like that's
taken away the need for a game demo. It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
And demos. I mean, there is an artistic thing on having a demo, because not everybody can afford, all the games, right? Like right now, dude, I've been like super dying to play Control so bad that I'm willing to. I wanted.
I told you it was $38 that one day.
That one day,
One
exactly.
day, it was for
Exactly.
I was like, son of a bitch.
It's $60 right now, or $50, I think, if you get it from Amazon, or the last time I checked. But I just want to own it to force myself to play because it looks so good. Anyway, the thing is, that's a game that I would have loved to be able to try a little bit, just to get a feel for what it is. Because I hate to be disappointed, man. I've got games that I start playing and like I could tell within the first few hours, it's like this. Even if they're good,
It's just not for you.
It's probably not gonna be for me.
Yeah.
This game's good. It's probably not gonna be for me. And I already spent the money on it.
That's exactly what it's like. We'll show them the best part. A lot of these game companies have their own YouTube channel. That's really what I think, because that's actually how I see a lot of, especially indie games. I'm always swimming through indie game channels and just seeing what they have coming out and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, this looks good. This looks good. And this gameplay looks good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell how it plays because you're not actually playing it, but it's the easiest way to get that information out without, again, having to create a demo, having to be concerned about people going, oh, this doesn't look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's just like, we're going to show you the best part of it, which is a concern like for stuff, like big stuff, like even Cyberpunk 2077. That looks really, really good. And
it might not be for everyone.
you don't know. You don't know until you actually, take it for a spin. And they're probably not going to do a demo.
No.
Now, I have faith in CD Projekt Red, but again, you
But
never know.
by the same token, there are so many games that I haven't touched because I see them and they don't call my attention at first, like enough to obviously to warrant a purchase. But if I had the opportunity to play for free, I might be, surprised with a new title, and I love that. I love discovering a game that it's like quirky, it's new, it's out there, and it grabs me. And suddenly it's like, okay, now they have my money because I tried it, because I had the opportunity to try it. Whether if I would have just seen the game in passing, I would have skipped through it. I feel like Steam would have benefited of that a lot.
Well, you have the timed purchase, don't you? I mean, that's kind of demo-ish.
True, but but at that point, yeah, I guess so. But at that point, it's a little risky because I'm not sure. I haven't heard of any case yet where Steam will be like, okay, you've been returning too many games. I haven't heard of that at all. But I still, when the transaction is, oh, I give you money already up front. Oh, I didn't like this, so now you have to give me the money back, and God knows how long it's gonna take. I feel like at that point I don't want it. At that point it's like I will have to be very interested in at least trying it. Let's put it this way. And at that point, if I'm already whipping out the credit card, it's probably because I'm already interested. I already want to play it.
Yeah.
And so I'm already convinced I don't need a demo. But if I find out and I get disappointed, or if it's not running or whatever, then I'm returning it. Yeah. So I'm not really using the Steam return policy as
demoing.
But there are people that could be.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't doubt.
I'm sure they are.
I don't doubt they are.
There's also this weird thing where some people just like the demo. Like, that's it. I just need the demo. I don't need the actual game. That's so weird, right?
People are sick. I don't know sometimes.
It's an interesting situation where it's like, well, no, I'm just going to the demo.
Yeah. Hey, we had a perfect example. We were just talking about it on the break. Super Mario Run.
Super Mario Run.
This is a game that was highly anticipated on the mobile
space.
On the mobile space, and the game got released. It was $10. $10 for it, but you can play the first few levels for free. And we'll play the first level, or the first few levels, and they're okay. This was good. I got what I wanted of this, of this title, and maybe because they priced it a little too high,
they never jumped.
But I bet that if they did not do the demo, in that case, I bet that game would have sold a lot, better than what it did. And not to say that it did horrible or anything like that, but it certainly did not meet expectations.
No.
The Nintendo's expectations.
Whatever
So-
those may be. Yeah.
So I will argue that game got fucked by the demo.
By a demo, yeah.
If it didn't have a demo.
Yeah, which in the end, that's another way of looking at it. It's like, well, we would have more sales possibly,
if
but
people
from
didn't know about
exactly,
this. Yeah.
Money talks, brother.
That happens
Same
too.
old why.
So I think, So I think the companies have wising up, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
to that. Yes, you will see every now and then there'll be a
An
demo of
occasional.
a game, occasional demo. But I think that's more like what would have been available for the press.
Yeah.
To
They'll throw
play,
it out
and
there.
They're just throwing it out there. Yeah, exactly. Or
Like the Resident Evil 2, the remake.
that's true.
There was a demo that came
was a
out.
demo. True.
And it was the same
Forgot.
demo that was being able to be played at E3 or wherever they were showing it. That didn't hurt its sales though.
No, if
If anything, yeah,
it brought people that would have completely like nope.
Yeah,
That
definitely is. So it's interesting. I guess
That's true.
I guess they're cherry picking the ones that. If they know they have a winner,
Damn it, I need to finish that game.
you do need to finish that game. You need to.
God. So
you're
many
you're
games.
never going to finish it.
Dude,
but
I
yeah.
own a lot of games that I know they're great, but the moment that I'm looking for something to play, I forget. Because I'm like, oh, I don't have anything to play. Oh, I don't want to play anything. Oh, this is boring. Oh, dude. And then when I'm playing a good game, now I'm like, oh, I wish I could be playing this. Oh, but I wish that would be a perfect time to start Stardew Valley, or that would be a perfect time to finish Resident Evil 2, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress.
Yeah. First world problems. Am I right?
Yeah. So the demos are. What do you think, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay with the status quo? Do you feel? Do you miss them? Do you want demos to be back?
I kind of do, because there's just some games like for instance Pyre, right? Pyre is an example where I took a chance on that game.
Yeah.
Because nothing from what I saw on a YouTube video, nothing from what I saw on a preview or heard on a preview, or nothing can explain to me what the hell this shit was.
It's
I
medieval
had
football,
to buy it. Yeah, I had
fantasy
to.
football.
Yeah,
Hey, fantasy
maybe that's what it is. I had literally had to get hands on with it in order to know. And luckily, I thought it was great.
Luckily, you liked it.
Yeah, it was.
Exactly.
It was
What if you
great.
didn't?
Exactly. You know what I mean? So something like that, I can see. Something, like racing games or sports games. Maybe, I don't know. Because how much different it would be? Obviously, Madden doesn't need a demo. You're gonna get the Madden. You know what I mean?
You want a demo played last year? Play
Correct.
whatever you
Exactly. And what's the other ones? The race games,
racing
right?
game,
You don't need a demo for that. You know what I mean?
I will argue that being a racing game fan, I do, because I definitely want to feel how that particular game plays versus another. Say, for example, Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
I will know. I will sort of know, but that horrible thing from Ubisoft, that the idea was cool, but the execution was terrible. I was gonna say The Crew 2. It's probably The Crew 2.
The
actually.
Crew. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. That game was atrocious, and that the idea of it was really cool, but that game was terrible.
Yeah.
So and I want to say that one had a demo. that was a demo that they released and I played, and I was like,
nope.
no, thank you. No, thank you.
At least they did that for
So
you.
I'm thankful
'Cause clearly
that
the
it
game-
has a demo for the racing game.
Clearly, they're well enough to merit a sequel. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I guess they took a chance and no.
I don't know.
I am grateful for the demos that I take. I don't necessarily. I'm not gonna sit here and wish every game had a demo. I mean, sure, that would be ideal, but also very impractical.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's some games that you cannot just demo. You can demo a what's that game with the the game was, it was just puzzles everywhere, and you walked around.
Oh
this area.
yeah. Oh, on the island.
On the island,
The Witness.
The Witness.
Yeah.
It's that's hard. That's hard to demo. Even though I believe I played a short version of that.
I think
at
there
one
was.
point.
Yeah, I was going to say. I think I remember hearing.
Yeah, but it's
that there was-
it's difficult. Maybe that's not the best.
You know
the
what
best
game
example,
needed
but
a demo? No Man's Sky. The
No
original.
the original No Man's Sky could have used a demo. People would have been like, "I'm okay, fam. No, thank you."
Exactly.
Now it's something entirely different.
True.
So now
They have redeemed themselves. But
they have fucking redeemed
yeah.
themselves.
Yeah. It's
If
an
that,
incredible story.
I'm like, yeah, exactly. This is a Final Fantasy 14 level
redemption. Yep.
redemption.
Yeah. This is a no clip waiting to happen.
Yeah. I it makes me wonder, like, could the same thing happen with Anthem?
No, because
because that
No.
EA is not gonna give it a chance.
Nope.
It's funny
Matter of
because
fact, that shit has to be dead by now. I mean, who's playing Anthem? Who is even talking about Anthem?
they release I think it was
Something
like
like
a trailer
Cataclysm
or
or something like that? Wasn't
Well,
that
no,
one
it
of
was
the,
more along the lines of basically reminding people that, hey, this game is here and we're still working on it to make it better.
So bad.
Oh,
I feel
man.
bad for. Honestly, I feel bad for the people who worked on it. Who was obviously working on it, hoping for it to be a good game, but too bad. That also did have its. We'll call it a beta or alpha because I remember playing it, which again was obviously a demo. But yeah, that was enough for me to go. No.
I already learned from Destiny. Thank you.
No, thank you. No, thank you. So, yeah, I guess it's a double-edged sword.
Yes. Probably the reason why they're not even bothering with them anymore.
Yeah, chances are.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that brings us to the end of an awesome episode. 176, the real episode 176.
There you go. You just confirmed it.
I did.
He put the seal of the seal of approval, the GG
Nintendo,
seal of approval.
Oh wait, yeah, the GG seal of approval on it. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. As always, please go to Good Game Bracketed GG.
Yes. Bless you.
Excuse me, on Facebook. And of course, please like, subscribe, and share the podcast with everyone. Shout out to Chaos Reaper. We miss you, bro. We'll see you next week. Shout out to our fellows over at Nivel Escondido.
Yes.
And great hearing you guys again. And this is Mad Dog signing off for this week. Mr. David Santos, take us home.
Definitely miss the voice of Chaos over
The
here.
Reaper.
The Reaper. Even though I do like this format of the microphones.
I know, if there was a way, it has to be a way. There really has to be a way.
There has to be a way. The problem is that we'll sound super good, and then him over Skype might not.
He
so
actually
much.
sounds good on Skype. That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if it's our mics.
If it's our mics,
maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, that's true. His voice comes out very, very nice and clear. But you know what would be better? A reunion tour. Just have him here.
I
Just
agree.
Yes. Or we could go there. It's more difficult because then it'll be us two, and then we'll have to bring our wives. And whether if he comes here, he can stay in the room over there in your room. Your designated room that is here in this house, but it's
it's just there. Yeah.
It's just there, exactly. So let's not make this any longer. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
GG!